start our time on our end here.
Okay.
I got you. And the scorekeeping is now over to you. I'll open up betting for you guys as well. And close out last round's bets. That didn't happen, so it was Chris that won, and we'll reopen bets. So anybody that bet last round and was anxiously waiting, thanks for waiting patiently. We have now paid out the bets.
Yeah.
Scum versus First Order here, getting Tony back on stream. He played late yesterday evening on our stream, and he's back with his bombers and his ice shuttle. And Isaiah rocking the literally wearing a Mandalorian helmet just a moment ago, the Din Djarin, known as Dr. Djarin on Discord. The commitment to the bit is awesome. I love to see it. Andrew, which list would you like to break down?
Yeah, I'm great breaking down Isaiah's list.
Go for it.
And once again, these are 2 anticipated lists for this tournament going in. And Isaiah, starting off with our SL Fen Rao. Fearless adaptable power systems and Beskar reinforced plating, and also comes with that hull upgrade, making this just a tough Fen to not only catch, but also a tough Fen to deal damage into while it's dealing damage to you back. Lots of options with him. We have the Mandalorian with the Razor Crest, Mandalorian Optics, Hotshot Tail Blaster, the Child, and Gamut Key. So he's going to be allowing other ships to retain those circular tokens, and he's going to be able to get those target locks. This is all about being able to be double modded with this list. We have Dalen Oberos with Tracking Fob and Lone Wolf. Being able to take target locks outside of range 3 is going to be pretty great, and that ship is just so hard to catch. And then Kane and Jarrus with Grief Karga, making your opponents roll 1 less, adding a little bit of defensiveness while it's able to punch back at you.
Yes, sir. We have over here on Tony's side, Breach, bunch of bombers, 4 bombers, but Breach at I-5, delayed fuses, bomber generator, mag pulse warheads, plasma torpedoes, and feedback ping. Scorch with delayed fuses, proton bombs, diamond boron missiles, and feedback ping. Jules Gergerod has delayed fuses, proton bombs, concussion missiles, and feedback ping. Grudge has delayed fuses as well as cluster mines, thermal detonators, and skilled bombardier. There is no feedback ping on Grudge. And then First Order Courier has targeting computer agent Terex for the calculates, and sensor buoy for the feedback ping, triggers, and biohack script codes for that longer range coordinate.
Yeah.
And those are your lists. Betting is open. This is top 8 time. This is the highest level you can play at for X-Wing here at Adepticon 2026, also known as Worlds 2026, the first Worlds for the X-Wing Alliance. Quite the big deal, and everyone has been absolutely thrilled with just the turnout, the prize support, the side events, the vibes. It's all been going very well. Knock on wood, been very happy with it.
Yes, absolutely. Honestly, just an overwhelming success. It's been so fun also just to see friendly faces, everyone having a good time at this tournament as well. The side events also were absolutely fun. We'll probably talk about that on our podcast.
Yes.
But
lots to talk about on the podcast.
Oh, God, yes. A lot to break down. And especially with this list, too, this is such an interesting matchup to me because you have Anthony's list, which really wants to get – you have Isaiah's list, which really wants to get into range 1 to make the most out of it with Dalen and with Fen Rao. And you don't want to really be at range 1 when you're going up against Anthony's list because he's got so many ways to be maneuverable, get those locks, and being able just to drop bombs on anything that's unfortunate enough to be at range 1 if it can tank that first shot.
Right. Sir Wolf, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. We're at 460 out of 475 for the final goal of our score tracker. Andrew has one of them, I do. They're really awesome. And we're going to give away a pair of our stream dice after this round as well, because we've hit that goal just recently. But yeah, back to the game. This is going to be really, it's going to, basically the story of this game will be what did the bombs do?
Mm-hmm.
What did the feedback ping do? What did the bombs do? Therefore, what did the buoys do?
And yeah, Isaiah starting off a little cagey.
Yeah, not able
and
to
I
shoot
don't
any
blame
buoy.
him.
You ideally kind of want to be able to blow those up, but he doesn't
Yes.
have a shot at any of them right now. He would, and the players just forget to check because it's not worth anything, but it's valuable to Tony, therefore it's valuable to Isaiah to get rid of. And we are,
There we go.
Locking from the buoy here.
Yeah.
Isofane gifting 10 subs.
Wow.
My gosh, I didn't even know there's people left to give subs to, but we're doing it. Shout out to Isofane. We've been able to rave in his honor a few times, and we'll have another one in a bit. 471, 4 away, folks. And don't make Isofane do it. Let's see if we can get those Twitch Prime subs in, whoever's able to. We really appreciate and greatly appreciate every single one of you watching, able to sub or not. It takes a village, and we're also happy that you're here.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like every time I've been on stream, Isofane's been gifting a whole bunch of subs. Oh, here we go.
Oh, and there we go. Yellow Jacket Pim. Pim, thank you for gifting a couple of subs. And we also got over our goal with Jayako. How would you pronounce that? Jayako? Jayako.
Jayako.
Jayako. Thank you so much, gifting at least 5, if not maybe more. Gifting 5. Thank you.
Thank you. That's
thank
incredible.
you all so much. And we have hit our goal. That is our final goal. And I'll tell you what, guys. If we hit 500 somehow, we'll do another pair of our stream dice. So that's going to be the final goal. But we've hit all of the ones that we had laid out for today. Let's check the player audio, make sure that's working.
Yeah.
Sounds like it is. I'm doing a little Oh my gosh, guys. I'm trying to keep up now with the subs. You guys are amazing. It's just hard for me to keep up. I got to go do activity log. Greg showed me this, so I go to docs, Twitch activity feed. I can do it that way. Just got to sync that up here. Tier Fun Belly Runner gifting 2 subs. Thank you very much. Dylan Jones, Twitch Prime sub.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Hello.
Weetabix, hello to you as well.
Hello to you. We had 261 people topped. That was our peak there last round. And I suspect as we get even closer to finals, we probably could get up to 300. That would be amazing. That would be an incredible part of the community able to watch from wherever you are. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We'd love to hear it. And Andrew, do you mind ticking up to round 2 for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Slacking on my duties. All right.
That's all right. It's an easy thing that everyone forgets to update the round counter. We play in person all the time and I forget to update our round counter. I have that cool Yavin dial thing too. I just forget to use it. It's like, oh my gosh, why? This thing's so cool.
I know. I've just been so focused on this game because I think right now range control is going to be the name of the game. At this point, I do think Anthony kind of has a really dominant position to dive in.
I'll be right back and check on one thing.
We'll really see if, is that grudge going to be bait? I think, yes. Saval, there's 1 lock on Fen. That feedback ping came from the courier. For Maui Mike Beard, yeah. FO has been really dominant in this whole tournament. Unfortunately, Anthony's last match with Renee was the mirror match in the tournament as well, so they kind of had to knock each other out, and now we only have 1 of these FO bomber lists in the finals. Yeah, it was a little sad too. It's incredible to see 4 FO lists make it to top 16, and unfortunately the way that pairings worked out, they all had to play each other. And there we go. Grudge really trying to get in there fast. Try and get that block on Fen. Hopefully be a little protected by the rock and prevent the Mandalorian from collapsing in on him. Yeah, Michelle, I'll ask Nick when he gets back if 3 and 2 is going to be streaming at LSO next year as well. Sitzen 42, yeah, that block and cluster mine has been a deadly combo, and Anthony's been really good at having ships run over 2 or even 3 of them with some of these blocks. Oh, just a slight bump there. That's the only downside with the FO faction is just their models are protrude so far off the base. But picking up those crates. That was a gift from Renee. I love the Danish flag crates. All right, Mike Beard. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, they are some of the prettiest in the game, I feel. It's just a very sleek-looking faction, and no, they cannot be contained by any base.
Jason, he's sitting right there. He offered to do this. It might be easier for us. Are you cool with that? Because he's like watching.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and let's see what Fen Rao is going to be doing here.
Oh, we're not done. Andrew Pineapple, thanks for gifting 5 subs as well.
Wow.
We are very, very close to the 500 for the last giveaway of the another set of the stream dice. What did I miss, Andrew? Sorry, I'm trying to get the player cam battery charged. We're just down the player cam for a bit, which is fine.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that you guys get the dice cam, you get the game cam. We have our cam working, but the Facebook Marketplace emergency batteries have been using have held on for dear life until today. They're just not charging properly right now. I think they need to discharge or they need a while to charge. So is what it is. We'll see if we can get that up for top 4, maybe final table.
Yeah, so what we've seen is Anthony picking up 2 crates there, Mandalorian picking up 1, and Grudge trying to get close and personal with Fen Rao, going for the block if Fen did a 2 straight, but Fen went 5 straight instead, is now barrel rolled, just trying to get away from Grudge, who now has some free reign in the back line.
Spike Fire Spew, thank you so much. Gifted us 13, my gosh.
All right, we have our...
Listen to the players here for this these shots.
Nope, I'm gonna hit. All right. You're 5. Got range.
Range 3.
Yep. With 1 less die, please, from Kanan's.
Nothing.
Okay. High 5 and shoot your back.
Sure.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
And then my
Copper
4.
Blue, love you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, my
we'll
dude.
shoot
Appreciate
the one with the
everything you
box
do.
as well. Range 2. 2 hits. 2 evades.
Force?
Force. Well, your force should have shot first.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. Nothing happened.
Yep.
All right. I'll shoot here to here.
Yep.
He still has a focus. 2 dice into Fen Rao.
Hit crit. Nice. 2
Save.
evades.
In range 2 into Fen Rao. From here.
2 hits.
2 hits. So you got to re-roll that one, but you have a focus, so it doesn't matter.
Focus.
Yeah, spend the focus, but yeah. Okay.
My 3's got range 3 shot.
Okay.
Crit.
Spin the focus.
Be fine. All right. In round, you get
4 points, and you get 2.
2 to 4.
From anybody.
Say that again. Go ahead.
Oh.
Say it again, Andrew. I'm sorry.
I
I
was-
had us muted.
Oh, no worries. So what a first round of shots. No damage.
Yeah, no damage. I feel like this is deja vu a little bit. I feel like something similar happened the first couple rounds between Tony and Joel yesterday. It's so depending on the buoys, like you might end up with a lot of single modded shots, but the goal is that you get the feedback ping, you get the lock, you gotta take a focus, you have double mods. The issue is only Breach is a high enough initiative to counter what is a popular higher initiative scum meta right now. So you end up spending your focuses a lot more than you'd like.
Yep.
It just makes your shots a little weaker sometimes. It can be harder for Tony because Tony does rely on as many double mod opportunities as his bombers can spare. Shout out to Jason Grimwolf. He is doing scorekeeping for us right now. You can't see him on the non-existent player cam, but we'll get that up later.
So yeah, I do think that Grudge misses the drop. However, Jill Gerard is in a pretty good spot to drop a proton bomb. And Scorch as well. So he's got, if he goes fast, he's might be eating a proton bomb. If he goes slow, also might be eating a proton bomb.
Andrew, while we're setting dials, I think it's time for a quick little rave to celebrate. We hit 500 subs.
I can't believe that.
So
what a
it's
generous
time for,
community.
Rave. Here we go. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think one more time. Come back, Matt. All right. What are these guys doing? I'm here to watch X-Wing, not watch people dance. But you get to do both. You get to do both.
Look, Worlds comes around once a year. This is when we got to do it.
It's probably one of my favorite things that I've had. It's just like, how can we celebrate like people being like really generous?
Yeah.
We have to do a rave.
Absolutely.
Watch the bad dance moves unfold on my behalf.
There's a Star Viper on the table, and we're watching X-Wing dance. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been Star Vipers on the table, to be fair. We had one. We've had Joe Barkovich on twice. Dallin, yeah, it was this cool rave ship. Yeah, 10 points is awesome for a Star Viper. Hello.
Yeah. This is something I was talking about with people all weekend. Is for the past, I feel like 3 years, we haven't seen Scum really be a relevant faction, and for them to make such a big showing at this World is so cool.
Yeah, they've been incredibly relevant for this more recent 50-point meta that XWA has given us. There will be a points change with new content coming soon. We'll see how things rebalance. Yeah, I mean, we're only doing it during the planning phase, right? Which is literally a static screen of people like maybe putting a dial down, but it takes a while. So we fill the time by doing a little dance for you.
Yeah.
You're not missing much. We want to spend at least 75, 80%, if not more, of the time on this game screen because that's where the game is happening. But planning phases take a few minutes. We try to fill the time with different shenanigans. It's like betting. I'm going to reopen betting for anybody that missed it. You guys have another moment to do it since we haven't had any damage. You can get your bets in one last time, last chance. Hey, Matt, is my water bottle over there somewhere?
Yeah, Sevwall, this is going to come down to where these bombs are going. I think Anthony's got a lot of options as to the coverage on where they're going to be able to hit both of them. It's going to be a really tough move for Isaiah. Not saying it can't be done, but Anthony's got to make that gamble and call too. This is one of the interesting things about Anthony's list is it's going to force Isaiah to deal with these bombs, but in a way that doesn't remove them from the fight.
Yeah, it's grudges are kind of a big part of this list too. Those rerolls are awesome. They can be really clutch.
Absolutely. And Anthony's ahead on crates right now too, so
I really want a Team US final, please. Make it happen. Oh, I guess it's my responsibility to make that happen. I'll ask players to win or lose to help make that happen.
Yeah.
Last call for betting, folks. I'm going to close it in a moment. I think you do. I don't know. Oh, I do. I'm sorry. Can you get us? Do you want a Gatorade?
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Thumbs up is yes, Gatorade.
Yes.
Yes. 2 Gatorades, please. Sorry. They can hear us doing our little Gatorade order. That's fine. You guys get a little bit of an inside scoop.
That's right. We are thirsty, but thirsty for X-Wing.
Thirsty. Some people are sweaty. Some people are thirsty.
That's
some
right.
People are both.
Well, after a weekend of getting sweaty, it makes you a little thirsty. All right. Here we go. Here's the boost. Ace flying right there.
Andrew, real quick, while we're still doing our movement phase, would you do our sponsor read for us?
Absolutely. So our coverage of Worlds 2026 is proudly brought to you by Infinite Arenas. Head to Infinite Arenas to get your fix of X-Wing compatible components, including card and squad printing, physical game pieces, and much more. Infinite Arenas for all your X-Wing needs. Thank you for sponsoring us.
Thank you. That's one of my favorite SNL sketches. The oil baron. All right. We're going to probably fuse in this one. It makes sense to fuse it. Those bombers are awesome, but man, you have to spend like half a game without them on the base, right?
Yeah.
Because they take up their spokes, they stick out, the wings are big. It's a cool looking ship. I actually have Fury the First Order still sealed right now. But it'd be cool to bring them out.
Not fusing it.
Oh, okay.
I could see if you went a little fast with that Zai shuttle and you're expecting
maybe Fen Rao, yeah.
Yeah, them to go fast just to protect that flank, I think is interesting.
Andrew Pineapple, the update, I have acquired Poutine. I know he was talking about ordering it earlier. I am happy for you. I'm not happy for your arteries, but it will be tasty. We don't need arteries.
Hey, after spending a weekend in Milwaukee, I have had all the bratwurst and cheese curds
clogged up. Yeah,
my body.
I had such a good jalapenos cheddar sausage last night.
Ooh,
with I put giardiniera on it and
Oh.
blue cheese. It was so bad for me, but it was so good.
that's the Chicago hack to Milwaukee brat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I had to do the giardiniera. You say giardiniera or giardiniera?
I say giardiniera.
Nera. I think it is giardiniera. I sadly do say both because I'm a heathen.
I feel like with the Chicago accent, you're gonna get the giardiniera, that hard A.
I'm a quote unquote fake Chicagoan, though. Both my grandparents lived in Chicago, so it's like kind of half fake.
And you live in Chicago.
And now I live in I have for 10 years.
I think that is the only requirement to being a Chicagoan is.
Yeah, and if you've done a decade in Chicago, I'm like, I'm a Chicago.
Yeah.
Matt and I were joking. He's like joked about taking over 312, like it was like a plot to overthrow kind of thing. And I was like, it would be weird for you to be streaming from St. Louis and be like, Chicago-based stream 312 Squadron live from St. Louis.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like St. Louis does have their revenge that they can get on us for reversing the flow of our river.
Did they do it again? I thought we reversed the flow and sent it to them.
That was how we reversed the flow. We made everyone in St. Louis sick.
And they bottle it up and make it Budweiser nowadays.
And they serve it back to us.
Yeah, exactly. That's my favorite Wendella joke. I always wait for it when I do the tour.
Yep.
Like, are they going to say it? Are they going to do it? So you can tell a lot about your tour guide on Wendella if they make that joke or not.
Okay, Grudge reload the thermals.
Let's take a look here. Can we see the board edge? I don't see a disarm. There is. Top left. Top left is Grudge. Yes, yeah,
Yep.
we did get a reload.
That's correct.
And you can't reload the cluster mines, so it is definitely the thermal detonators that were reloaded.
Yeah, we saw those
call
dropped
there.
with the fuse.
Oh, we are putting the ship back on the base. Thank you, Tony. One of my least favorite things in a stream game is like when a ship ends up like leaving the area where it's affected by having to, and you just never put the ship back on. Like, put the ship back on the base, man.
I know. Yeah, that's.
We want to see that decimator on there. We want to see the Lambda shuttle on there, right? Like, I get it when you have to remove it. You just gotta. But once you can put it back on, you should put it back on.
Absolutely.
This is X-Wing. We got cool ships.
And especially when, you did such a great job painting them.
Oh, nice sloop there from Breach.
Yeah, so this was just a great move from Anthony, really covering all his bases on where Scum can go. And it's going to be moves like that that are key when you're rolling with a entirely low initiative list.
Right.
Low Jacket Pin, very nice move, and I agree. But, at top 8, this is where you have to be kind of locked in, and we're going to be seeing that top-tier level gameplay. Oh, it'll be interesting to see if Dalen has arc onto that First Order courier. Oh, there's Breach, Mandalorian, K-turn. I believe the Mandalorian has that box that's next to Breach.
Here we go. Welcome to the party, pal. So it was jammed because of the courier and the buoy. We'll still have Fearless, though. We're going to listen to players here for a moment.
Yep. And then the thermal.
Yep.
I'm sorry, bomblet. So 2.
You take whatever I get. 2 hits.
And then
Then my 6.
Terex.
Yep. All right. Fin round. Range 1. Sure. Fearless. Jam doing a lot of work there.
Takes 1. My 5.
Your 5.
My 5. Range 1.
1 less die.
Of course. 1.
Safety's fine. My 5, range 2.
Yep.
Spin the lock. 2 crits.
Spin the focus. Take 1.
Your 4s.
Range 3. 2.
1. Take a hit. Range 2.
Range 2. 1.
Take his 5. Gonna have to roll a bit better than that, Fin Rao. My 4.
Your 4?
I have the arc.
No, you do not, but you're welcome to come over and look.
I'll just put it down. Thank you. All right. My 3 then.
Your 3, range 1.
Golly, how many blinks can I get over here?
1.
I really needed to do damage.
Before he engages, you need to take a target lock on someone at 0 to 1 of the buoy. I will take it on here. And then I'll shoot the range 1 shot.
Yep.
And
Nice.
4 of AIDS. Well, with Concordia.
Yeah.
All right. End of the round.
Mm-hmm.
So my other 2 over there doesn't have shot. So 4 to 2.
Yep.
All right. So 4 to 2, Tony. It's 8 to 4. The 2, like you had said, is on Mando,
Yeah.
and we'll.
Just for
Do
the
you mind
luck.
letting Jason know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he can communicate it to the players. Thank you. Shout out to Andrew for helping us out here. There we go.
All
Thank
right.
you.
But it's really nice that everyone on chat is on it.
$283.
All right, so we have seen some disappointing dice results from Isaiah, if you're Isaiah. Hasn't been able just to do a lot of damage in these first 2 engagements.
Yeah, I'd feel good if I were Tony right now. He's doing a good job getting all the locks. The jam, the courier jam is really clutch. But being
Yes.
able to do the sensor, that trigger to use the sensor buoy to take a lock and then lock a friendly, so then you can do a friendly coordinate with the bioscript codes later. I forgot I made that redeem. Something of a scientist myself. Yeah, exactly. Mine is redeem Gollum.
Oh, yeah, missed ping trigger.
Leave now and never come back.
Ah, Gatorade stop. Nice.
Yeah, recharging the force there.
This is me when you guys
Yeah,
go
the
crazy
proton
in the chat.
should have gone off. That's correct. That wasn't fused. So
Idiot. Hey, stop it!
We're talking about a fuse marker being... Yeah. Because it wasn't fused, they just forgot to detonate bombs or something. It looks like he pulled off one of them.
oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't fused. That was
Yeah.
a good catch from chat.
Yeah. I feel like that's been a common theme, is like bombs not being detonated.
Because it's like if you don't really see anyone at range 1, you kind of forget about it.
What's up, Sam? This candid clarinetist. Sam, I wanted to tell you, I was in England a couple weeks ago at Sith Taker Open, that big event they run every year. Please clap. Yeah. And a player showed me his templates, and he had the Tri-City Tournament range rulers, and it just like threw me back.
Oh, well, I got a fact for you. I like to blow things up because I like to blow things up!
Yeah, that's odd. Familiar faces. It's great to have you all in the chat. It's really good to
Yeah.
hear from Sam in the chat. We miss you, dude. I enjoy the live updates posted on Facebook. I know we're all, those of us still using Facebook, we feel like boomers. People are like, use Facebook, but I appreciate the live updates that people have. It's a cool way. I feel like Facebook's still a cool way to get updates on what people are up to.
Yeah.
Instagram is like a very small flash into what people want to show you. I think like Facebook, people are willing to just write, like, it's almost like a blog post about what's going on. Doesn't always have to be like an Instagram, type, just like a photo, like, enjoyed my trip kind of, pics, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're welcome for the coverage, and thank you for watching. Thank
Yeah,
you for everybody
seriously.
for contributing, whether it was from, just being here in the chat, viewing here, playing, supporting X-Wing, being a TO, being a player, following, subscribing, all of the above. We
Yes.
thank you all. And an extra big shout out to Dwight and Greg for running just a really smooth and incredible event. 4 days of X-Wing with all these amazing prizes that we've been handed and that we've procured and created. is it's a lot of work. It's really exhausting, and it's hard to get enough sleep. So I want to give them a shout out. Levi as well,
Yes.
Jason for helping us, Andrew, Matt. It was nice to have Tyler on earlier. Jorge joined us, Catherine joined us, Greg joined us from Nickel City X-Wing, and shout out to the NCX and the Draft League. And just it's good to support each other. You know, there's no competition here. We're not trying to one up each other. We were happy to stream this, and obviously we're really proud of the quality of the stream that we can provide you guys. Always looking to improve. Not everything's going to go 100% perfectly without a little hitch, but it's just feels good to give you guys coverage, and makes me feel good, and it's just thanks.
And y'all make it so worthwhile. Seriously.
We have more viewers than Legion and Shatterpoint combined.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
Just by a couple.
So one thing that I wanted to point out too, not only was Dwight organizing the main event, this main tournament, he was also organizing the side events. He was doing testing for doubles to see what the right points balance was. And I will say, playing in the doubles tournament, you really felt that they took a lot of care into everything. So seriously, just a huge shout out. Wow. Kudai68, thank you so much for the subscription.
Thank you. Thanks for he followed. Thank you for the follow. I love the alerts though. I'm like super happy with those when like the ship's flying by. It's pretty dope.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
All
What
right.
point value with what was it? Would you say again? 22.
22.
Points
yeah.
For each player.
And that was honestly perfect.
And a minimum of 3 in the list combined that you needed.
But yeah, Dalen. I mean. Rotate Dalen. Yeah, I think rotating might be a decent option here, just because he's out of the fight for now, and Isaiah is going to be kind of creeping behind on points if Anthony has the objectives and just hasn't been able to get that damage through. So
I'll be right back, Andrew.
I think that you're really hoping to, because Anthony hasn't done that much damage back to Isaiah, maybe in the later rounds we can see a half-point spike. Only 2 damage on FO. That is true. That's it. That's all that's been done. And Fenrau has already got a damage on him. Shields down on the Mandalorian. So it's still a game, but this is one where those objectives are really important. Mando out on the side quest. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the scum lists are a little bit on a side quest. And that side quest is avoiding cluster mines and proton bombs. All right, let's see where Fen goes. Yeah. Oh. That could be that's half on Fen. Landing on a rock. Big oof. Wow. That is, and it's
Oh, that's
just a
real
little
bad.
unfortunate, yeah.
Not great, Bob.
Yeah, the Arbiter stream players really like rocks this year. I'd made the same mistake in my stream match in the heat. Yep. Yeah, typically try not to order Fen on the rocks. Fen likes
Yeah.
to be played neat.
Like Fen on the rocks. Shake it, not stirred.
All right, so the crate does fall off. That is something that's going in the right direction for Anthony, or for Isaiah, I mean.
3. Okay, so we're out.
I think that's going to be key for Isaiah to come back up in this match. Yeah. Mandalorian half points with those bombs. Or no. Be 1 away from half, I think.
All right, sorry, doing back stuff on the back end. That's when I get really
Yeah,
quiet.
no
You can be like, why
worries.
is Nick not talking? He's probably doing something, unfortunately. All right. Well, kept betting open a little too long, but that's fine. There's still whoever bet on Isaiah, if he comes back, get a good payday here.
Yeah, Pim, I mean, that's why the bomblet generator is so brutal on Breach, because he's just making you re-roll any blanks that you get on that.
I'll call a judge for that.
Go for it.
And a judge call here. We'll mute ourselves,
Does
listen to
he
players.
have arc on? He has arc, but the length, right, or whatever you want to call it. Range. Sorry. I will move his off the front edge. Front edge. There.
We know it's in range. Is it that little bit for obstruction?
No, I want it. It's darn close to the
Whether or not it's in
range or not.
Range. No, it is not.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Front edge. And then Joel.
He's got that.
You're not even touching Joel yet. Now you're touching Joel.
Sorry. Fuck. Let's put it. He hasn't moved yet. Let's mark him off the other side. I'll do it off the front on this side. Shit. You want to call a judge yet?
Yeah, Judge, can you come back again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we moved him out of the way off the front corner on this side. Can you see if he's in range to here?
No problem.
Thank you.
No, not in range.
Okay. Thank you. No force shooting. My 3.
You're free. Range
2.
2.
One hit.
One evade.
So many blanks.
My 2 will shoot back at.
Whatever you want to shoot.
He got an evade,
One
though,
less.
right?
Yeah, he has an evade. I guess if you shoot him, I can't do it.
I'll shoot him.
Okay. Range 3.
Spin the focus for hit crit.
No, perfectly fine.
2 points each.
Again, recharged.
All right.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Very fortunate for Fen not being in range. That was a bad situation, but it could have been much
Right,
worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll make that deal.
How
How about
the
you?
bitch?
You bitch, you make that deal? I don't
I
blame
don't blame you. Damn good deal. All the redeems are starting to come out in full force. in this
Yeah.
game.
Look, I think this is a game that people are getting excited for. I mean, this is... Woof. Every round has been consequential. Even if the damage isn't going through, I mean, that's consequential.
I have spoken.
Yeah, a lot of comments on those bomblets, and I was saying earlier, having bomblets that you get to re-roll is pretty good. Yeah, it kind of blends in. The red under the 6 points that Isaiah has blends into the overlay a little bit. Andrew Pineapple, I think you can block the 2 straight with either blue or yellow can try and block that too hard. I mean, at this point, too, if you're Fen, maybe you risk it and try to go a little fast because you're anticipating that block. I think if Anthony does decide to go fast, you can do a boost and then drop a bomb and see if you can maybe catch him that way.
Here's our boost from Grudge.
Yep.
I'd like to think Fenrir will have a pretty decent shot next round, but he's down to 2, so he better roll well on defense, right?
Yeah,
but like he's going to have some range 1 shots. He probably can barrel roll out of one of the arcs, depending on where they bank or if they go straight or whatever. But yeah, he was clearly on that rock. That was not close.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you barely overlap an edge and you're just you're trying to go for the risk, but he shouldn't have. I thought maybe a Talon roll would have been better than he banks the next turn. But he did a K turn there, didn't he?
Yeah, did a K turn. Yeah.
Sometimes a Talon, you eyeball it, you're off, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. K turn, obviously a straight maneuver, flip around. So just a misjudgment there.
Yeah. And I think you can maybe tell just a little bit of frustration from Isaiah here as well. Had set up a really good round 2 and round 3 engagements, and the dice just weren't there for him, and that kind of changed his whole plan. And, I get it. That's a core part of X-Wing. That's an X-Wing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Yellow Jacket, Pam is Dalen scared of the bombs. It feels like at this game, I think that if you are Isaiah, maybe it would have been good to do that 90-degree turn. I think at this point you're so far behind in points, you have to maybe take those risks just to get back in the game. Yeah, there we go. Got the boost in. Here, see if we're gonna see a bomb drop. We are not gonna see. Oh, we're in the movement phase already, so no bombs. Yeah, Breach moving away. The Mandalorian moving in a little cagey here. Might have range 3. Well, he's got to clear that stress.
Okay, so
Oh, did the Mando take a proton bomb? Yes. Okay, so the Mandalorian
his a
should have
crit?
dropped the box from the crit, from the proton bomb last
to-
round.
oh, because it hit his shields.
Yep.
It doesn't have. There's no crits on there unless he took a direct hit or something, right? I don't see any crits on the
Yeah,
overlay.
that's true. Oh, it wasn't a proton bomb. It's bomblet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He rolled
Sorry,
2
Chad.
dice. Yeah.
That's right.
Chat's not always right. They
I
tend to
know.
be right a lot.
Yeah.
The bombs from a distance, especially, do look a little similar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's boosting in a range 1. Oh no, did he just bump it?
Yeah, the model.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't fault Isaiah for hitting the model and bumping the ship because it's just so much in the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna, like, it's not his fault per se. Like, what are you gonna do? I guess the foresight to take it off the base and always think about that. But it would have obviously cleared. He's got range 1. He's got he'll focus and stress, I assume.
Grab some
Which is
Concordia.
underneath the focus, yeah. Calculate with Terex here, and we'll listen to the players as this engagement unfolds.
Yeah.
No. Fearless. Focus. See if we can do something.
Okay. Gonna take 3. That'll be half points on Scorch, which is 5. Okay. I'm first player. My 5 has no shot. Pretty sure. Really far away. Closer than I thought it was, but definitely no shot.
Yep. My 5. No shot.
Okay. I'm first player. My first. We'll do this one first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend the target and spend the focus for 3.
Concordia. Seriously, Finn. Wow, that's how you die. Okay. Alright. Big games are 8 more.
8 more.
This is impossible!
My other 4 has no shot. Your 4 has the shot here, range 3. Ooh, crit. Wolf now? Oh,
He was out. If you want to even check, but
let's just, I know I took him off. He shouldn't have. He would have been there.
okay.
So
I'm
no
gonna hide
lone
the
wolf.
alert box for a moment, guys.
So we're still in the 4s. He was removed. Still the 4s phase, and he was right here. I'm touching him.
He was.
They were face to face almost.
Yeah,
He was right there.
He was in. Okay.
Yeah.
Spin the focus.
1, take a crit. Drop the crate.
Finally, do some damage.
The crit is stunned pilot and Scorch. This one's for you to drop. These are over here on him, just so we keep track of it. Okay. You're 3.
He has the shot.
No, I didn't have a shot. Okay, and then
2s.
Huh? That's fine. We'll take the range. It's gonna be just one dice. If I shoot him, I still get my 2 dice, right? Because he's not an arc. Range 3 into Mando.
Okay.
Two. Sorry. Half points.
Yes. I've been diced out of this game for the last 4 rounds. It's fine.
7.
8.
8. And then this 2 has no shot.
You haven't thrown blanks, so it's impossible to.
Yeah.
To I mean, you played well, but
we both have 1 crate, so 2 points each.
also just.
Venus, yeah. If my dice aren't doing too well, I put them back in the bag. I used to think I wasn't a suspicious person until I started playing X-Wing. And I realized I do have a lot of rituals.
That's the only thing is like when you're hitting obstacles and getting hit by bombs, which is you're almost guaranteed damage. That can be a contributor. I think he hasn't been rolling as much pain as Tony. I can agree with that.
I would agree with that. I do think that Isaiah had a really good setup and a great turn 2. I think he had some good target priority, was able to get Fenn around the bombs and line up some range 1 shots. I think, that not going for him, not being able to put any damage through in that, round 2 engagement really put him in an awkward position.
Yeah, he hasn't done too much damage.
Right.
The Mandalorian has kind of been a lone wolf at the top of the board. There hasn't been as much action at the top of the board. It's been mostly Fenn and Dallin in the middle. Kanan's coming in towards the top, but the story has been the bombers have all been nearby, converging, dropping bombs and dealing damage. And so I'm not surprised by the score right now in that respect. I think it's hard to focus fire when you can't focus fire as easily when you have just a couple ships in the middle of the board.
Yeah, and Anthony's Lich is really good at making you split your squad up. I think we even saw
12 viewers.
Oh, hey!
312.
Hey. Oh, Twitch, did you guys plan that for us?
Well, thank you guys.
Thank
it
you.
Drops down to 311 right after we say that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Scorch on 2. Scorch is on 3 hull. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, because Scorch did take a crit.
I think Scorch's damage is correct.
The stun pilot. You know what? Breach is. It's on Breach. Jason put the stun pilot on Breach instead of Scorch.
Oh. Whoops. Do you mind asking him about the thank you? All right, a cluster mine.
Oh, there we go. That's a good cluster mine.
Some separatist fighters to Royce. Another recusant. I do not have a name on this ticket. Oh, just kidding. Ryan Cooper.
Yeah, and Sniper, I will say Anthony has had really great positioning this entire game.
Positioning matters a lot. And in Top Cut, it's, primarily positioning, but
yes,
variance will carry your way through. You don't win a whole thing if you don't have a little bit of luck on your side.
Of course. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone here at the top table, everyone who made day 2 are exceptional players. You're going up against the best, and everyone's very good at positioning. And you have to be, I would say, like 80% skill, 20% luck, and you got to be a little bit hot.
15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure. I don't know, 10% gain. What's the Fort Minor song?
Yeah.
By Mike Shinoda.
What? Yeah. One reason to remember the name, Kanan. Yeah. It's a bummer for Isaiah to be rolling his paint on those bombs.
I got a core starter kit for Jacob Thompson. Jacob Thompson core starter kit. I got another upgrade starter kit for Randy.
Check Breach's style.
I got our last Separatist fighters for Michael Cox. He's here. I got a Separatist starter kit for Rob Batezwa.
Oh, and the Zeiss shuttle. Clearing off that fuse.
I got another Separatist starter kit for LOC.
At the Arbiter 1512, it's he put the fuse on there, so when you go over a cluster mine with the fuse, yeah, it just clears the fuse the first time. And collecting all the ping relocks.
Rebel Fighters 2 for Evan Rice. I got an MC-75 Profundity for Joseph Stiebelman. I got an MC-80 Liberty for Vance. Oh, the potato man, okay. Did you do this in the authorized?
Yeah, but that is a good call, and it would work both ways. We're talking in chat about if you can fuse individual cluster mines, which you can. However, even with the order of operations, if you directly drop them on a ship before you would get the option to fuse it, it would go off.
Yeah.
Imperial Fighters 2 for Paul Tomaszewski. Paul Flight.
I've always understood the rule behind it, but thematically and like in terms of reality, I don't like that you can drop it on you and an enemy, and it only deals damage to who you choose.
Yeah, right.
You're dropping a bomb
Right, it should affect
on
everyone.
people. It's a bomb.
Yes, it should
right.
affect
so
everyone.
I get that.
Yeah.
Why? Whenever I talk about this, people are like, "Well, it's just the rule." I'm like, "No, I understand like from the game perspective, but it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me."
Correct.
And that's okay. Because I'm right about that. It's a bomb. You spelled my name wrong, Daniel, so I cannot acknowledge your comment, unfortunately. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, Chrism. They're not laser swords.
My device. I'll just call it a device. It's a mine. It's actually a mine, not a bomb. All of the things, explosions, they do damage to things nearby.
Mines have no loyalty.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadar, great minds.
Make great minds, they think alike.
They sure do.
I got a Republic starter kit for Alex Boland.
All right.
We'll sit in here.
Mag pulse.
Yep, but one less.
Okay. Spin the target lock. Spin the focus.
And the focus dies anyways.
I got a plan here for Chris Curtis.
5 points.
Wounded pilot, yep. Well,
So-
technically not done. Anyways, range 1 from Mando at shuttle. There's at least something. 3 hits.
Spin the focus.
2, 1.
Take 1.
It's like when it feels like you're shooting against T-70 sometimes. It's
Yeah.
like double
No
a
shot
paint,
here.
double evades.
Range 1 here.
Jerry Hughes. J-A-R.
You have a focus on.
Yes. I just didn't put it out.
Yeah, you have a focus.
Yes.
I'll leave it there.
525-339.
Spin the focus.
I don't think it's easy. I think it's a Jerry.
Your range 1 shot.
Number is
Yep. Lone Wolf. 2 hits.
all that one. And
Takes 1.
I got another Republic fighter set. I got 3 Republic fighter sets in a row here. One for stream.
Range 2.
I got another Republic fighters for. Oh, here.
I can't see if that has arc or not. I'll let you take a quick look and then.
Yes.
Let me look around. I just want to look, and then but I agree with you. I don't think it does. No. No, it doesn't. End of the round 2-2. 15, 35, 46.
All right, well, Andrew, it looks like Tony's gonna win this game. You know, he's up by 30.
Yep.
One. Just one more round to close it out here.
Yeah, I mean,
His ships have been everywhere
they've done
where
great. Yeah.
Isaiah can't focus fire.
Yes.
And so it's, you know, I think it's easy to it's always easy to say I'm getting diced, and it never helps you. It only holds you back. Right?
Yeah.
But there's definitely a couple of moments like hitting obstacles, and the bombs are just bombs. They
Yes.
can do so much damage and really hold you back as well. And so when you compound things that go against you, you get to this point and it just feels bad. So I
Yep.
totally can relate
Absolutely.
and resonate and understand. But you got to give Tony a lot of credit. This is
Huge.
where I always challenge people when they say, "Oh, like I'm just getting dice." It's like, well, actually, your opponent's like really, really playing well and just
Yes.
beating you in a
Yes.
number of ways. And some of them are not fair, and some of them are just because they've been playing well and making the right decisions, calling your bluff, calling your moves. And as someone had mentioned in the chat, Tony's kind of foreseen rather. Most of the moves are kind of areas that Isaiah is trying to vacate and what he's trying to do.
Absolutely. No, Tony has played masterfully, I think, this game. Even from the setup to
Overlooked at, yeah, there you go, Maui.
to being able to move in a way that made those bombs impactful and really controlled space. I mean, it shows like the power that you have with this list, and was really able to capitalize on the advantages that he was given as well. But
Isaiah's. I mean, this isn't nothing against Isaiah.
At
It's just a
all,
general
absolutely.
thing. He's given him credit as well. I just
Yes.
want to make sure that if Isaiah watches his back, I'm not trying to give him too hard of a time. I think
No.
it's pretty fair to say that he wasn't getting any help. And by help, I just mean like average results when he
Correct.
needed it. And then, of course, what happens is you overroll when it doesn't matter as much, right?
Exactly.
When one hit comes in, you roll 3 evades. When you're shooting on a 1 agility ship on 1 hull, you roll 3 hits, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that can happen and definitely skew things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what happens on TTS with the whole dice luck thing. I don't know if you ever check that. A lot of people love to check that after a game on tabletop.
I do.
What
yeah.
their dice luck is.
I'm a gremlin like that.
Yeah.
It has checked me a couple times too, where I think it's like the luck like feels bad, and then I look and I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty average.
RNG and dice in general, it's Murphy's law. Like what can happen will happen.
100%.
So if you can roll poorly, you probably will at some point.
Yeah.
If you can roll really hot, you probably will at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows this. Preaching to the choir.
Hey, Chrism TNX. I don't think it's dice luck isn't the worst feature. I mean, I'm happy that the game has that level of variance. I think it makes it a lot more exciting. It makes it a lot more. It's something that you have to work with too within the game system. It's a lot friendly. It makes the game friendlier to newer players as well. Because if variance is something that you're not interested in, then chess really I think fills that role. And then Yell Jacket Pim, yeah, if you're rolling 20% fewer reds, that means, right, you're not having time on target. Compounding factors are such a huge part of this, too. I mean, that's just a big thing of X-Wing.
What's nice about playing in Swiss is that you get multiple opportunities
Correct.
to overcome a bad game.
Yeah.
But like in sports and like here with Top Cut, once you have that one game playoff, just whatever happens, you just got to deal with. You
Yep.
can't have another game to average it out.
That's
or
right.
To change it or fix it, right?
Yeah.
And that's just one player has to experience that. If we could all win, we could. We would love that.
Of course, right?
Let's go.
All right, we got the bump from the Mandalorian there.
You know what we could do, Andrew, next podcast episode, if we really wanted to rage bait people, we could have a whole episode about how dice don't matter in X-Wing at all, and it's just only a game of positioning. Just
that would
really rage bait people.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. That was my experience. Yeah.
Dice don't matter. They're not even real, man.
You just run a list with decimators if you don't really care about dice.
You still have to shoot.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, 1.0 auto damage. Get back to that, right?
Yeah.
I have card. I do damage.
Yeah. And you could run Vader on it. That's kind of similar. Look, I know. I was talking to someone this weekend. They say they love flying the VCX because they don't have to worry about the green dice. Because they're never there for them anyway.
He's made sacrifices. I don't want to know the sacrifices you've made. Hopefully all legal. All right, let's listen here. Last round.
Spin focus. Take 1.
You get evidence at least. You defend better than a Mandalorian defends. With 5.
I don't think I have you. I just rolled. It's fine. No. You're 4.
I gotta pump myself up, okay?
Got a Mark and Joel. Guilty.
This should be okay to mark here, right?
Yep. Should be fine. I just need this corner. And he's out. And then let me check over here. Fresh courier. Yep. We're out. And 0. One crit.
Oh, those are the wrong ones.
But that's how your attack dice thing to roll. You got 1 of 8 aims.
And
Your 4s. So range is 0.
I'm done.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. That's fine.
All right.
Go for it.
All right, Tony moves on to top 4. Just one game away from final table.
Incredible.
Player cam's not working. Sorry, I meant to hit the booth cam.
Yeah. Wow, what a game. I mean, we really saw some masterful
We
flying.
are just a couple games away from our champion here taking home this trophy. Look at this beautiful Kylo Ren by Paul LaRue.
It's gorgeous.
It's got some weight to it, man.
Yeah.
It's got some weight to it. All right, well, before we do our sub goal giveaway, it's time for one final celebratory rave because we hit
All right.
5:05. So here we go.
Thank you so much.